Did you hear they're going to discontinue the iPod Touch after this year?
Did they still make that
They
shit?
still make that?
Wait, I
Yep.
thought they...
No, they were still making it.
Who was buying this?
No
Oh,
one.
shit, dude.
No one. That's why they're discontinuing it. Obviously, shit.
Well, that took over for the regular iPod, right? And then they went to iPod Touch.
Yep.
Who knew they
So-
even had that going? I didn't.
Wait, so what's the difference?
I thought it was only popular for 3 years. Like that.
I had the first generation one.
Once the iPhone came out, I was like, yo, there's no reason for iPod Touch.
I suppose for kids though, or something like that. I guess.
Yeah, for kids.
And the kids can still call their parents through Wi-Fi.
Oh, I guess I can see that.
So it's not a phone.
Technically, at this point, as long as you have Wi-Fi,
It's
it
not
could be a phone.
It's not classified as a phone. No.
Oh, okay.
It's a fucking hack.
How much is it?
I don't know.
The iPod though, that thing was a
About that.
big deal back in the day.
It was
It was.
fun. Putting all my songs on.
Yeah, iPod Touch was the business for a half a second.
Yeah.
I even like
Half
the
a second.
old school ones where you had the little wheel you had to scroll through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
those were cool.
The original
He
iPod.
liked dialing wheels.
It was like having a prepaid iPhone.
The original iPod?
No, the iPod Touch, it was like having a prepaid iPhone because once those apps came out that said you could like download to call somebody and you put minutes on it, you could for sure. All you had to do was buy the little headphones with the headpiece and then you could talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like WhatsApp.
Yeah, WhatsApp.
Just have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it just
Literally.
obviously it's cool they got it, so all the kids had that
Well,
shit.
RIP to that.
They don't give them access no more. I remember like for us to see fucked up shit in school, I had to use all these proxy codes. Like to go to E-Bombs World
I
or all these fucked
remember all
up
that.
websites. I would have to like
the school safety.
there was so many Macintoshes I fucked up because I would just change the proxy code and then I would just download shit that I wasn't supposed to download at school.
be able to watch shit. Yeah.
Yeah, just be able to watch these.
Oh, they couldn't wait to get this guy out of the fucking school.
Oh man, I mean,
Edgar, yes, he must go.
yeah, they for sure.
Taking enough guff from you for one day.
You remember those computers, the big ass fucking color ones? They were
Yeah,
Macintosh.
I had them.
Yeah, those are heavy ass shits. I fucked up like 4 of those, dog. Just changing the proxy code.
Why?
I was watching. Somebody said I was a kid watching Live Leak. I was watching Live Leak, E-Bombs World, Rotten.com.
How old were you when you were watching live leaks?
5th grade, bro, when we had access to the
Fifth
internet,
grade?
bro. Yeah.
You're fucked up.
I don't know, dude. It was
How
there.
did you
To
find
go-
out about that in 5th grade, dude? Like,
This guy went on Rotten.com.
What? Who were you hanging out with?
What the fuck?
I mean, the kids at public school, dude. I don't know. They were just like, "Hey, man, have you been on this website?" I'm like, "No, I haven't. Show me."
We were we were the internet generation growing up, so we knew all those stupid websites
Yeah,
and all those little stupid game websites and.
Thank you, Colton. Somebody
know
had to
you're
speak
talking
up for the 90s kids.
Newgrounds.com. You ever?
Bro, we're the beta test for the internet,
We
bro.
are.
Like,
Remember Newgrounds?
nobody knows what the repercussions of the internet is gonna be till the 90s generation turns fucking old and then be like, "Hey, dude, too much E-bombs will make this fool blow his brains out." You know what I mean? Like, or some shit like that. Because you don't know the psychological effect of being exposed to all this shit. That was just like soft being from like what I'm mentioning. And then that shit evolved to like websites like 4chan and all this shit. And that desensitized a whole generation
Reddit.
of motherfuckers out there. Like, it desensitized so much people to like shit that you're like, why? Like, I should not be able to stand watching this shit. Remember the top 3 videos? How they got uncomfortable video? You're like, hey, dude, you just can't show construction people having accidents.
Oh my god! Yeah, you did have a bad habit of that.
I mean, but you're the only one. You're the only one that had that sick ass fucking
It was at the
sense of
top.
humor that all was funny.
No, there was people in the chat room that were like, yo,
It all makes sense.
RIP, put LOL.
All makes sense now.
Dipshit.
This all makes sense.
But when I look back too, I was like in 1st grade, I had MSN Messenger, and so that was like my first social media.
You used to
And
be
it's like I was on 1st grade, and me and my friends had our own little code system too. We'd talk in a giant group. And, like if
ASL?
any of our moms walked in the room, we'd like type a nut. We'd put a bunch of 9s in the chat, like, "Hey, don't say anything stupid." Or mom walked in the room.
Or if you're in the chat room, you just type in ASL, just A-SL, age, sex, and location, and then you just see who would type back.
No, that's when the creepers are
no,
come out,
I mean
bro.
that's what, but that's the product of being that kid in that generation, bro. That was like, There was so many kids that had an AOL messenger, instant messenger, and you would go into the chat room and there'll be like chat rooms for like
I remember.
Oh yeah.
like peer space, and
Oh,
then
yeah. There
you
was
think
there was so many fucking chat rooms on AIM like that.
You have it on your sidekick.
yeah.
That was like the first place that had like all these crazy ass chat rooms.
AOL with every time you hear "you've got mail," you fucking got excited, bro. You're like, who sent me mail?
Did you have a sidekick back in the day?
Nah, I never had a sidekick, bro. I had a computer at a young age, so I probably should have got into like coding and shit. Probably would have made a good career out of it.
HTML.
Could have.
Yeah, like in '95, I had a computer, bro. It's just going through it. Like, yo, what does this shit do? Seeing shit I shouldn't have been able to see.
Oh, they track that shit.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
You thought you were slick?
for sure.
He
Private
still does. Still does. Ain't nothing changed.
I mean, that shit showed you, the early internet showed you some fucked up shit. And then you also got access to some crazy shit. Like the Roswell files, I saw those. Like I read them, I was like, damn.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I did. They were leaked.
You were like just investigating that when you were like in first grade or what?
No, not in first grade. I didn't see those till like I was like 15,
I'm gonna
bro.
figure this shit out.
I'm trying to do the math here.
What is going on?
That's when I was like 15. I was like, all right, cool. I knew what I was looking for, but I just remember I was like, yo, this is like official shit. I was like, I'm probably not supposed to be looking at this, but this is what happened, huh?
I remember looking at the Columbine killers autopsy files. That's just pretty
See?
wild.
Isn't that way sicker?
Isn't that way sicker?
Yeah, or way more sick than the shit I'm talking about?
Don't they now make documentaries about murders and all that stuff?
I mean, you guys
it's
grew up
readily
together.
Available. Yeah.
You two
I saw documents.
pretty much grew up together, so
Jesus.
that shocks you
Autopsy files?
that you guys have this morbid shit in common.
Yeah, he does laugh at a lot of the stuff I say, though.
Oh, you
Like,
fucking guys.
Hey, Reed, check this out. It's on Rotten.com.
We did this for y'all, man.
He said we did it for y'all.
Yeah, bro. Internet generation.
Then the parents were always like, "Don't talk to strangers on the internet," and now all of them are talking to strangers on the
I
internet.
mean, don't get in a stranger's car. We got
Yeah.
Uber.
Don't talk to strangers.
We do.
Yeah, or don't get in a stranger's car. A stranger delivers your food, takes you places. They will deliver anything to your house. It's
Uber.
a stranger-built system.
Yep. We just willingly accepted it.
I do think our generation though has a little more like internet etiquette compared to the older generation. Like I see older people always arguing with people on social media, and the younger folks just kind of keep to themselves. It seems like.
My dad's one of those. My actual father,
Well-
not the mini guy.
I would agree with you to a point, but then when you think about the troll generation, those are younger folks.
True, I guess. Yeah.
And then those are the dudes that just all those fools. Those you could tell like the fools that got talented at doing that. You're like, hey man, I didn't really. At least from the ones that I know, they're like, yeah, I wasn't the most popular food, but I just developed these skills. And then they made friends with a certain select group after that, and you're like, damn, you could do all this shit. Like, how'd you have time to learn this? Like, yeah, remember when y'all were picking on me?
Oh my God.
Yeah, like, it's like I was learning this shit at home.
I was crafting that shit right here at the crib.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those fools became super valuable.